Hi students, welcome to lesson number 30 on social statistics, its importance, types and usage. And now the brief introduction. Statistics is a branch of scientific methodology which deals with the collection, classification, description and interpretation of data obtained by conducting surveys and experiments. Its essential purpose is to describe and draw inferences about numerical properties of populations. The experience in statistics application indicates that a single statistical method can be used in different research areas for dealing with different types of problems. The word statistics has different meanings to different persons. Knowledge of statistics is applicable in day-to-day life in different ways. In daily life, it means general calculation of items. In railway, statistics means the number of trains operating, the number of passengers freight, etc. and so on. Thus, statistics is used by people to take decision about the problems on the basis of different types of quantitative and qualitative information available to them. However, in behavioral sciences, the word statistics means something different from the common concern of it. Prime function of statistics is to draw statistical inference about population on the basis of available quantitative information. Overall, statistical methods deal with reduction of data to convenient descriptive terms and drawing some inferences from them. Now, the objectives of the lesson. After going through this lesson, the students will be able to define the term statistics, explain the status of statistics, describe the nature of statistics, explain the state basic concepts used in statistics, and analyze the uses and misuses of statistics. Now, what is the exact meaning of statistics? The word statistics has been derived from Latin word status or Italian statista, meaning statesman. Professor Gottfried Achenwald used it in the 18th century. During early period, these words were used for political state of the region. The word statista was used to keep the records of census or data related to wealth of a state. Gradually, the meaning and its usage extended, and there onwards its nature also changed. The word statistic is used to convey different meanings in singular and plural sense. Therefore, it can be defined in different ways. First, statistics in a singular sense. In singular sense, statistics refers to what is called statistical methods. It deals with the collection of data, their classification, analysis and interpretation of statistical data. Therefore, it is described as a branch of science which deals with classification, tabulation and analysis of numerical facts and make decision as well. Every statistical inquiry should pass through these stages. Now, statistics in plural sense. Statistics used in plural sense means that quantitative information is available, called data. For example, information on population or demographic features, enrollment of students in sociology programs of Osmania University are the like. According to Webster, statistics are the classified facts representing the condition of the people in a state, specifically those facts which can be stated in number or in tabular or classified arrangement. Horace Sacris describes statistic in plural sense as follows. By statistic, he means aggregate of fact affected to a marked extent by multiplicity of causes numerically expressed, enumerated or estimated according to reasonable standard of accuracy collected in a systematic manner for a predetermined purpose and placed in relation to each other. Thus, Sacris' definition highlights following the features of statistics. The first one is statistics are aggregate of facts, that is, single or unrelated items are not considered as statistic. Second, Statistics are affected by multiplicity of causes. In statistics, the collected information are greatly influenced by a number of factors and forces working together. Third, statistics are numerical facts. That is, only numerical data constitute statistics. Fourth, statistics are enumerated or estimated with a reasonable standard of accuracy, which means while enumerating or estimating data, a reasonable degree of accuracy must be achieved. Fifth, statistics are collected in a systematic manner, which means data should be collected by proper planning by utilizing tools developed by trained personnel. Sixth, statistics are collected for a predetermined purpose. That is, it is necessary to define the objective of inquiry before collecting the statistics. The objective of inquiry must be specific and well defined. Seventh, statistics should be comparable. Only comparable data have some meaning. For statistical analysis, the data should be comparable with respect to time, place and group. Thus, it may be stated that all statistics are numerical statements of facts, but all numerical statements of facts are not necessarily statistics. Now, we will understand the definition of statistics. In this lesson, the emphasis is on the term statistics as a branch of science or social science. It deals with classification, tabulation and analysis of numerical facts. Different statisticians define this aspect of statistics in different ways. For example, A. L. Bowley gave several definitions of statistics, and the first one he says that statistics may be called the science of counting. This definition emphasizes enumeration aspects only. In another definition, he describes it as statistics may rightly be called the science of average. In another place, statistics is defined as statistics is science of measurement of social organism regarded as a whole in all its manifestation. All these definitions given by Bowley seem to be inadequate because these do not include all aspects of statistics. According to Seligman, statistics is a science which deals with the methods of collecting, classifying, presenting, comparing and interpreting numerical data collected to throw some light on any sphere of inquiry. Croxton and Cowden define statistics as a collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of numerical data. Among all the definitions, the one given by Croxton and Cowden is considered to be the most appropriate as it covers all aspects and field of statistics. These aspects are the first one, collection of data. Once the nature of study is decided, it becomes essential to collect information in form of data about the issue of the study. Therefore, the collection of data is the first basic step. Data may be collected either from primary source or secondary or from both the sources depending upon the objectives of the investigation. Second one is classification and presentation. Once data are collected, researcher has to arrange them in a format from which they would be able to draw some conclusions. The arrangement of data in groups according to some similarities is known as classification. Third, it is tabulation. It is the process of presenting the classified data in the form of table. A tabular presentation of data becomes more intelligible and fit for further statistical analysis. Classified and tabulated data can be presented in diagrams and graphs to facilitate the understanding of various trends as well as the process of comparison of various situations. Other part is the analysis of data. It is a most important step in any statistical inquiry. Statistical analysis is carried out to process the observed data and transform it in such a manner as to make it suitable for decision making. And the last, it is the interpretation of data. After analyzing the data, researcher gets information partly or wholly about the population. explanation of such information is more useful in real life. The quality of interpretation depends more and more on the experience and insight of the researcher. After knowing the concept and definition of statistics, let us now know the various types of statistics. Though various bases have been adopted to classify statistics, there are many ways of classifying statistics, that is, on the basis of function and on the basis of distribution. Now, what are the types on the basis of function? As statistics has some particular procedures to deal with its subject matter or data, three types of statistics have been described. The first one, it is the descriptive statistics. This branch, which deals with description of obtained data, is known as descriptive statistic. On the basis of this description, a particular group of population is defined for corresponding characteristics. The descriptive statistics include classification, tabulation measures of central tendency and variability. These measures enable the researcher to know about the tendency of data or the scores, which further enhances the ease in description of the phenomena. The second type, it is a correlational statistics. The obtained data are disclosed for their introduction to statistics correlation in this type of statistics. It includes various types of techniques to compute the correlations among data. Correlational statistics also provide description about sample or population for their further analysis to explore the significance of their differences. Third one, it is inferential statistics. Inferential statistics deals with the drawing of conclusions about large group of individuals, that is the population, on the basis of observation of few participants from them, or about the events which are yet to occur on the basis of past events. It provides tools to compute the probabilities of future behavior of the subjects. Now, we will understand the type of statistics on the basis of distribution of data, and they are parametric and non-parametric statistics, and they are the classification on the basis of distribution of data. Both are also concerned to population or sample. By population, we mean the total number of items in a sphere. In general, it has infinite number therein, but in statistics, there is a finite number of a population, like the number of students in a college. According to Kolinker, the term population and universe mean all the members of an well-defined class of people, events or objects. In a broad sense, statistical population may have three kinds of properties. The first one, containing finite number of items and knowable, having finite number of articles but unknowable, and keeping infinite number of articles. Sample is known as a part from population which represents that particular population properties. As much as a sample selection will be unbiased and random, it will be more representing its population. Sample is a part of a population selected usually according to some procedure and with some purpose in mind, such that it is considered to be representative of the population as a whole. Parametric statistic is defined to have an assumption of normal distribution for its population under study. Parametric statistics refers to those statistical techniques that have been developed on the assumption that the data are of a certain type. In particular, the measure should be an interval scale and the score should be drawn from a normal distribution. There are certain basic assumptions of parametric statistics. The very first characteristic of parametric statistic is that it moves after confirming its population property of normal distribution. The normal distribution of a population shows its symmetrical spread over the continuum of minus 3SD to plus 3SD and keeping unimodal shape as its mean, median and mode coincide. If the samples are from various populations, then it is assumed to have some variance ratio among them. The samples are independent in their selection. The chances of occurrence of any event or item out of the total population are equal and any item can be selected in the sample. This reflects the randomized nature of sample, which also happens to be a good tool to avoid any experimental bias. In view of the above assumptions, parametric statistics seem to be more reliable and authentic as compared to the non-parametric statistics. These statistics are more powerful to establish the statistical significance of effects and differences among variables. It is more appropriate and reliable to use parametric statisticians case of large samples, as it consists of more accuracy of results. The data to be analyzed under parametric statistics are usually from interval scale. However, along with many advantages, some disadvantages have also been noted for the parametric statistics. That is, it is bound to follow the rigid assumption of normal distribution, and further it narrows the scope of its usage. In case of small sample, normal distribution cannot be attained and thus parametric statistics cannot be used. Further, computation in parametric statistics is lengthy and complex because of large samples and numerical calculations. T-test, F-test, R-test are some of the major parametric statistics used for data analysis. Now, non-parametric statistics. Non-parametric statistics are those statistics which are not based on the assumption of normal distribution of population. Therefore, these are also known as distribution free statistics. They are not bound to be used with interval scale data or normally distributed data. The data with non-continuity are to be tackled with these statistics. In the samples where it is difficult to maintain the assumption of normal distribution, non-parametric statistics are used for analysis. The samples with small number of items are treated with non-parametric statistics because of the absence of normal distribution. It can be used even for nominal data along with the ordinal data. Some of the usual non-parametric statistics include chi-square, Spearman's rank difference method of correlations, Kendall's rank difference method, Mann-Whitney U-test, etc. Now, what is the scope and use of statistics? Statistical applications have a wide scope and some of the major ones are: first one, policy planning. It helps to finalize a policy. It requires some data from previous or expected environment that the policy can be effectively utilized with maximum favorable result. For example, in an organization, the previous sales data are analyzed to develop future strategies in the field to obtain maximum benefit in terms of product sale. Second one is management. Statistic is very useful tool in an organization to view various aspects of work and well-being of the employees, as well as keeping an eye on the progress trend of the organization. Behavioral and social sciences. In social sciences, where both the types, quantitative and qualitative information are used, statistics helps the researcher to alter the information in a comprehensive way to explain and predict the pattern of behavioral trend. Where the characteristics of the population being studied are normally distributed, the best and statistically important decision about variables being investigated is possible by using parametric statistics or non-parametric statistics to explain the pattern of activities. Next, it is used in education. If education is intended to be well dispersed and effective in the interest of the population, the characteristics of students, instructors, contents and infrastructure are very important to understand, and again statistics enables these characteristics being analyzed in context of need of the nation. Once the parameters of all components are analyzed, areas needing more emphasis become obvious. It is also used in commerce and accounts. Where money matters are involved, it is essential to take extra care to manage the funds properly, enabling efforts in various sectors. The cost and benefit analysis helps to decide putting money and regulating it for maximum benefit at minimum cost. It is also used in industries. Statistic is a basic tool to handle daily matters not only in big organization, but also in small industries. It is required at each level to keep data with care and look at them in different perspectives to mitigate the expenditure and enable each employee to have his or her share in the benefit. It is also used by psychologists or the personnel officers who are dealing with selection and training in industries also use statistical tools to differentiate among employees. It is used in pure science and mathematics. Statistical tools are also instrumental to have precise measures in pure sciences and to see differences on different occasions in various conditions. Statistic itself is a branch of mathematics which helps them understand differences among properties of various applications in mathematics. Statistics can also use for problem solving. Knowing the useful difference between two or more variables enable the individual to find out the best applicable solution to a problem situation, and it is possible because of statistics. During problem solving, statistics helps the person analyze his or her pattern of response and the correct solution, thereby minimizing the error factor. Statistics is also used in theoretical researches. Theories evolve on the basis of facts obtained from the field. Statistical analysis establishes the significance of those facts for a particular paradigm or phenomena. Researchers are engaged in using the statistical measures to decide on the facts and data whether a particular theory can be maintained or challenged. The significance between the facts and factors help them to explore the connectivity among them. Now, what are the limitations of statistics? Although statistics has a very wide application in everyday life as well as in behavioral sciences, physical and natural sciences, it has certain limitations also. And these limitations are: statistics deals with aggregate of facts. It cannot deal with single observation. Thus, statistical methods do not give any recognition to an object or a person or an event in isolation. This is a serious limitation of statistics. Since statistics is a science dealing with numerical data, it is more applicable to those phenomena which can be measured quantitatively. However, the techniques of statistical analysis can be applied to qualitative phenomena indirectly by expressing them numerically with the help of quantitative standards. Statistical conclusions are true only on the average. Thus, statistical inference may not be considered as exact like inferences based on mathematical laws. Now, the distrust and misuse of statistics. Sometimes irresponsible, inexperienced people use statistical tools to fulfill their self motives irrespective of the nature and trend of the data. Because of such various misuses of statistical tools, sometimes called an unscrupulous science, there are various misgivings about statistics. These are as follows: statistics can prove anything. Statistics is an unreliable science. There are three types of lies, namely lies, damn lies, and statistics. An ounce of truth will produce tons of statistics. Therefore, care and precaution should be taken for the interpretation of statistical data. Statistics should not be used as a blind man uses a lamp post for support instead of illumination. Therefore, there are many fields like agriculture, space, medicine, geology, technology, where statistics is extensively used to predict the results and find out precision in decision. To summarize, in present era, people must have some knowledge of statistics. In singular sense, it means statistical methods which include collection, classification, analysis and interpretation of data. In plural sense, it means quantitative information called data. Descriptive, correlational and inferential statistics are three different types of statistics on the basis of their function. On the other hand, parametric and non-parametric are other types of statistics on the basis of the nature of distribution. Statistics has application in almost in all branches of knowledge as well as all spheres of life. In spite of its wide applicability, it has certain limitations too. Sometimes inexperienced people misuse statistics to fulfill their own motives. Thank you.